welcome to another edition of Spit the Tea, where we try to give you the tea exactly how we got it. We spit it right back at you the same way.
Girl, you got some tea for me?
Thank you guys for coming back to this channel. Thank you guys for coming back to me, quote unquote, do a reaction, which I call it. Find the tea, spit the tea, give my opinion. I don't call it a reaction, but I spit it on the whole video and I grab my parts where I think it's tea. Alright, so today we're going to talk about Chris Sales. The last video, his grandma pretty much said what the Queen do to provoke him. That's the easy way. Kind of check my opinion out on that last video. Comment down below, tell me what you think. I'm going to be in the comments like always to see what you guys think, to see how you feel. Alright, like, comment, subscribe. Let's get into this reaction on Chris. I'm probably going to make this the last one, only because at this point, we already know where they stand. No need to keep rehashing it.
Whatever. He might have did hit her. He might have did. You know. But what did you do? That's the only point. What did you do?
I'm gonna talk about certain stuff, and this will be my last time talking about this topic or this subject because it's really getting old. But first and foremost, with the whole situation with Queen, I made mistakes, I'm not gonna lie. I never really spoke up and talked about this or really even said anything about it, you know, because I wanted to leave that in the past. I wanted to move on. I wanted to move forward. Now, I thought about this yesterday. I was talking to one of my friends. I've moved on. I moved forward, and I'm pretty sure, you know, y'all can have your own opinions or whatever the case may be, but I've moved on. I really have. But the thing is, when it comes to social media, where we have no choice but to remember things, remember certain things, remember certain events that took place in our relationship, remember good times, remember bad times, you know, we can't help it. Like, we can't help it because it's always thrown up in our face. Imagine if you did something bad and it's always been thrown up in your face. Like, you go home to your parents, your mom always said, oh, you a dropout, or that's why your daddy left you, or that's this and that.
Chris, have you been abused in your life too? Is that why you're abusing women? Because who says it as a parent? That's so far-fetched. Chris, and y'all call Queen a manipulator? Man, he manipulate this situation every chance he get. When folk told him don't make this video, he did it. Anyway, let's see if we can find some more tea. Let's get to it. I'm stuttering. I don't know what to say.
In the beginning.
I say that to say, just because I talk about a certain situation or bring a certain situation up, it's being brought to my attention, so I just address those things. I'm not bringing it up because I'm thinking about that individual or thinking about Queen or anything of that nature. I'm not. It's just that it's always being brought up and shoved in my face, and I don't think you guys understand that, and I can't help to see you, and I'm trying to help you guys understand it, but it's always being brought up in my face, and it's always being brought back to my memory, you know, so that forces me to go back down memory lane.
I get it. I really do. Not to be biased, I get it. But what do you think she's feeling over there to go down memory lane? See, like you put in your song of how you was feeling about what Claire told your son, she put in her song how she was feeling to see her son have to feel like he's going back from house to house. She wanted to stay and work it out. You think she wanted to have her son come from a broken home? She was just saying the situation between you guys was just too much, and she couldn't deal with it. But you want her to move on and never say anything about it. But it's a part of her life story, and we all put our life story in. I mean, I say we, or just people, period, that does music. You put your life story somewhere, whether you put it in a book, whether you put it in a memoir, whether you put it in a song. You put yours in a song, she put hers in a song. So now she's being demonized for putting hers in a song, but you want to forget about it. It's not going to happen. It happened. A good apology from you, it's probably going to make it go away. It still ain't going to make it go away because you still got people that's going to harp on it. But a good apology from you may change people's perspective on you.
You know, and think about stuff and do certain things. But like I said, this happened years and years ago when I've made mistakes. I've admitted to making my mistakes. I wasn't the best dad. I wasn't the best father. I wasn't the best boyfriend. I wasn't the best husband. But at the same time, I feel like you can't replace, like you can't, like this is my truth, y'all, and I'm being very, very open with you guys. But you can't, I feel like, I'm not even gonna say that, but like I said, I've made mistakes and I've learned from those.
Chris, let's time to get messy. You ain't learned from the mistakes. You got 3 victims out there. You refuse to say an apology. The only time you ever come out and say something about it is when they tell you what happened. Because we'll never know. But your victims behind start to tell their stories. And then we start to know what you did. But you never came out to apologize for it. Ever. You would have never said anything, but you let Clarence bait you into it. And now he baited you into it and you ain't gonna never be able to live it down. Your fault.
As long as you learn it from your mistakes, that's really what matters. Because everybody make mistakes. You can't not make a mistake, because that means you're gonna be perfect, and nobody's perfect. But on the other token, I feel like people want me to beef with them and say this and that. I can't beef with them. I'm not going to beef with them.
Chris, I want to have so much fun in this. You just lied out the gate again. You made a whole video beef with this man. You want to box him? You said how you gonna knock him out? You talked about his dad and what his daddy did, like any day that a child's being held accountable for what their dad did. And like if your parents did wrong, you can't speak out on the wrong that your parents have done to try to correct it, or to even say this is bad and I don't hope nobody else do it because I've been through this. If people are held accountable for what their parents have done, we pray for baby TJ and the new baby. But Chris, you lying. Stop. Stop. Probably shouldn't did this video. At the same time I told you about videos you shouldn't be doing.
I know me and her boyfriend say things, but that's really for entertainment. I really don't care about that stuff, to be honest. I've really moved on with my life. I am happy. This is a shame who cussed Queen Mama out, told her to leave the labor room when she was having her baby. Who got into it? Tina, Terrell, everybody said it. Said you try to put your hands on her. And I hope y'all don't keep holding me accountable for those mistakes and keep throwing it up, because it sucks. Because I want to move on, you know. I have moved on from certain things, but if y'all keep bringing it up, y'all force me to think about those things, you know. And then y'all say, "Oh, I hate Chris when he always bring this up." But
Chris, if you really want to move on, apologize to them girls. Apologize to each one of them in their own special way. You don't have to apologize for the gift. You can apologize through a song. You can apologize just you doing it from your heart. Never bring it up again. Apologize. Get it out off your chest. They don't want to keep dealing with. They got scars to look at that stuff. Like, dang, I remember this. They mentals messed up. They probably having a hard time to trust men. You gotta apologize. Just apologize. I'm sorry. I apologize. Put it in a song. Let it go. Spill your soul out on it. Bury your soul. You go to church, you good into church and stuff like that, and God, lay your heart at the altar. Lay your whole body at the altar. Give yourself up. Don't hold nothing back. Then that's mean you over it, and everything else everybody bring up, so what? Just apologize. You can't get a girl where she's old financially, and this coming for Queen because we heard about those stories, but that's not what this is about. But apologize. Bare your soul. Apologize. Once you apologize, forget what everybody else got to say. You know your heart of heart. You apologize. You meant that you moved on.
like I said, you know, I know people keep bringing it up. You know, now I guess Queen did a video on what happened and that I was aggressive and stuff like that. But like, little do you know what's crazy? Queen have never, think about this. Queen have never ever said what she did wrong in a relationship. She have never admitted to anything she ever did in a relationship.
Alright, so I didn't kind of want to make this reaction, but it's right now turned into a reaction. What you want her to admit to, Chris? What y'all think you want her to admit to? Let's have a conversation in the comments. What do you think you want her to admit to? She cheated? We're going to watch that video at the end of this commentary. She said she cheated. She said she cheated multiple times. What else you want her to admit to, Chris? I mean, what? What made you then want her? It's because she cheated. The relationship should have ended when y'all was in Detroit, because if she cheated in Detroit and she cheated in Houston, then why didn't you leave? See, this is where the problem comes. You still pointing blame at the fingers. It came out that you cheated because it was a big story. So what is it that she's admitting to? Now, I'm ready to play that she admitted a couple things about cheating, but what did she admit to? What is it she should admit to? I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out. What when we understand that the cause of the relationship to split was your infidelity that caused her to walk away. Whatever she did, why didn't you walk away? And you tell your story first. See, this is where it comes at, where we want to know what's the truth. And it's where I say Chris is a manipulator. I know people say Queen manipulates people and she manipulates people. Okay, I've seen a couple things where she could have said the stuff here. But it's kids, so are they that smart to realize that they're being manipulated? They probably not. But it's to say she's doing it. Give everybody a benefit. She's doing it. But he's manipulating too. Well, I made a mistake and God told me, and people understand people make mistakes. You keep bringing up, I want to live past it. You manipulate people. Now everybody's like, oh, we feel so bad for Chris. He wants to get past it. Do what you need to do to get past it. But what is she admit to, Chris? The relationship broke up because you're infidelity. If you have done anything previously in the past, or she's done anything in the past, you should have left if it was that bad to end the relationship. See, you want to put the blame on her now because things are not going your way. But let's listen to Queen admitting a couple things here.
For him, and I still like loved him and stuff like that, but it's like I couldn't take no more of being just neglected and just treated bad and, you know, being cheated on and just feeling less than. So I still left the house, and me and him would switch off on CJ. I was staying with my mom at the time, and I was talking to this other guy. When I left the house, I was actually talking to this other guy. And even after I got fed up with him just being gone all those nights and like not coming home till like 9 in the morning, the next morning, 7 in the morning, I just got tired of it. There was an old friend that I used to really have a crush on when I was like in the 7th grade, and we started talking, but like it was like conversations like on Facebook and stuff like that. That's kind of how it was. Everybody deserves to be happy, so we shouldn't both stick around trying when we both don't want to try anymore. Like, I could see if you wanted to try, but we didn't want to anymore because we tried so many times, and it just like we just couldn't come to, you know, we couldn't come to, I don't know the word, it just couldn't work out. And so for all of y'all saying that I started talking to Clarence, you know, while me and Chris was together, yes, I was still living in the house in September. I left the house in November, right after Thanksgiving. I left the house, but in September it's just like, y'all know what happened. Y'all know what happened with the situation. And even before that situation, it was more stuff that just kept adding and building up. Even like in October, you know, when my birthday came around, he threw me a little party at the house and things like that. So y'all probably thought that everything was good at the moment, but I guess he was, you know, just trying to do it because it was my birthday and everything like that.
So Chris, we see what you're talking about now. I could see what you said, the manipulation, this. I could see it. I think it's a stretch, but you know, I'll give it to people because that's something they like to live on. And stuff she probably didn't have to tell. But it's like sometimes to tell a story, you have to tell a backstory. So I get that part too. But we'll leave that alone. We'll go with y'all manipulation story. You know what I'm saying? We'll be neutral here. Okay, she manipulated people. But most of the kids easy to manipulate. Grown people already see through it. But Chris is also manipulative too. But Chris, she told you all this happened when y'all were doing the same time. You didn't leave? Why didn't you leave, Chris? You had the means to leave. See, this is the point. Both of y'all sticking around to a toxic situation, and now that yours was put in the forefront on the big screen in the middle of Times Square, in the middle of downtown Atlanta, middle of downtown LA, downtown Detroit, now you want to say, well, Queen did stuff too. You do sound like a child. You point fingers. You didn't say, hey, I did it, but she did something too. It's like a kid arguing with their parent. You didn't get at her. This is exactly what you're doing, Chris. That's what you are. You like a kid. That's why people call you childish and you haven't grown up. Because you could have left. You're plenty opportunities to walk away from this whole situation. But you didn't, just like she didn't. So y'all both are to blame here. It's no one-sided thing.
I think that shows you about a person. That really shows you about a person. She never, ever admitted to doing anything in the relationship wrong. And I hope y'all aren't that stupid to believe the guy did everything wrong in the relationship. A guy.
That man say, a guy. A guy. What does that mean? Comment down below if y'all know. What does that mean? A guy. I'm lost.
You know? And let's look at this. Let's look at this point of view. Let's say a guy did put their or however put their hands can be defined. You know, you can put your hands on a female, meaning you can push her, you can smack her, you can punch her, you can do any of those things. You can do you could just even just shove her. You can do anything that's putting your hands on a female. So I'm not going to belittle it. So let's say if I did put my hands on her, have people ever realized? I'm not saying it's okay. It's not okay to put your hands on a female. And females, it's not okay to put your hands on a man. Let's go right there. People don't like the truth. That's why it's okay when y'all get mad. People don't like the truth. So let's say if a guy did put their hands on a female, do y'all ever think, what did that person do for them to do that? Do y'all ever think about that? You sure? Do y'all think a guy just go around just beating up his girlfriend or pushing her or smacking her, or anything the case may be? Do y'all think that? But I'm not justifying it. I'm just saying, do y'all ever think about that? I'm not saying it's okay. I'm just saying, do y'all ever think about those things? Because I do.
All right. Let's just say it like this. We all think about it, Chris. You're right. No justification. She shouldn't put a hand on you. You shouldn't put your hands on her. But let's just say she did. Let's say she did. You don't have another way to restrain somebody? Like, it happens. We all get caught up in the emotions. But you can't restrain her. You just feel like, oh, she put a hand on me. Now I'm finna show her, don't put your hand on me. How bullhead is that? How do you do that to someone you claim to love? But let's play this too. Is it okay to tell a woman she's nothing? Is it okay for you to tell your girl, oh, I can have better? She put it in her song. Is that not a form of abuse? But is it okay? She hit you, so it's okay for you to tell her you ain't nothing. Okay. So we playing tit for tat here. See, this relationship was toxic anyway. From the beginning to the end. Y'all stuck on it and stuck into it way too long. She shouldn't have put her hands on you. You shouldn't have put your hands on her. But it's okay to abuse her once she put her hands on you. Then you can say, okay, she put her hands on me. Now I'm finna show her. She put her hand on me. I'm finna knock her out. She ain't gonna put her hand on nobody else. Sounds like a kid. Sounds like a kid. You justifying abuse again. Let's see what he got to say to the end of this. Alright, so let's say your sister put her hands on the guy. Your mother put her hands on the guy. She's getting mad and emotional. So that man at the same time has a right to do what? Do the same thing you did to these women that put their hands on you? Let me know. It's the justifying the abuse to me. But comment down below.
If somebody came to me, oh, my boyfriend hit me. Well, what did you do? Like, what did you do? You feel me? So I always think about things like that as well. But I know it's been brought up, and I'm wrong for that. I'm telling you I'm wrong for that, I've learned. I really can't. I'm not gonna make any excuses about anything. I was really wrong for that, and I mean that. Because I don't. My mom and my dad had a really good relationship. What else? I don't know what else there is to say. But I already owned up. I feel like when somebody really, really want to change, and when they're trying to become a better person, I feel like it starts within yourself. It starts with owning up to the things that you have done and being real and honest with yourself.
You didn't own up. You got exposed, dude. You didn't own up. Once they throw it in your face and say this is what happened. And you say, okay, I did it. Okay, I'm sorry, I did it. You don't even believe that. It's the line and the line for me. And the manipulating the people. See, well, y'all, I want to forget about it. I'm doing better. Chris, you go from I'm doing better, I'm gonna do this, to yeah, that nigga clean, I won't see him. I bet you I see him in a box match, I'm gonna knock him out. And to yeah, God told me humble your Chris. You playing both sides of the fence, but see, you don't know what day somebody gonna praise you or what day somebody gonna clown you. So stop making videos about this situation. Show your personality, who you are. If they like you, they like you. They don't, they don't. You'll make a lot of money off YouTube. You invest well, you cool.
Hurt you, because I know it's a lot of things that hurt me on Queen's side of the family. It's a lot of things, you know. And don't get me wrong, you know, Queen mom is a wonderful mom, beautiful. I love that girl to death. But it's a lot of things that she did that hurt me that she probably don't even know about, you know. And I would love, I'm gonna probably call her, you know, and talk to her, but to get that closure, because I don't think we ever got that closure, you know. But it's a lot of things that she's done to me that hurt me, that I feel like kind of affected well, it did affect our relationship. I'm not gonna lie, it affected our relationship. But don't get me wrong, Queen mom is a wonderful mom. I love her to death. I love her.
What do this have to do with you and the song and the abuse? What, Chris? What is it? What is it? How does this play in, Chris? See, you keep blaming others, pointing the fingers, point the finger at yourself. I'm sure she did something to hurt y'all relationship. Y'all were young, so I know she probably had all kind of things to say about her daughter doing a lot of these things being so young. So it may have hurt you. But what does God do with the video? Are we gonna get to another point? Let me see if I can find it.
I know my mom told me not to respond to this, not to react to it. But, you know, I just wanted to give y'all my side. But like I said, bruh's cool. I'm proud of her. I even told Queen I'm proud of her. She never said anything back. I feel like that's how you know something is still there.
It might be there for you, but that girl done moved on. She's in love. She's ignoring you because you are a known troll. I can see now. She takes it back. Yeah, Chris, you know we came from the bottom, man. We struggled. I appreciate everything we did. Man, me and you still got to be friends for CJ. And, you know, I always gonna love it. Whatever she decide to say, I give it less than 24 hours before to be on the internet because you or nobody else has no decorum. Y'all can't even keep that between the conversation that y'all have at all. She know it's gonna make it to the internet. Even if she was saying thank you in her head, she know it's gonna make it to the internet. And I wouldn't say nothing either.
I told her, hey, I'm proud. I never told you this, but I'm proud of you. You know, I never ever got a chance to tell you this. I'm proud of you and all that you're becoming, you know, and you know, you're doing good for yourself. Because I know that she came from a place where it wasn't, you know, luxury and all that, you know, glamorous and stuff like that. And she really doing good for herself. And I text her that not too long ago. You know, she didn't say anything back, but it's cool, you know, as long as I got to tell her that I'm proud of her.
Alright, that's about it for this video. Pretty long. Golly, I didn't want to make this video that long. How does the video get this long? Anyway, Chris, kind of lying again. Lie to the end. Anyway, we don't believe him. You know what I'm saying? We believe he played a manipulation game this whole video. We believe Queen at some point in time may have tried to manipulate others too by telling the backstory of what Chris did and how it made her feel so everybody could feel sorry for her. I get that part too. But you know what? Sometimes we have to tell the backstory and what happened, what led up to it to get to the full story. Because if we don't give it to you that way, you'll still see the holes in it. And they both are just telling us what we want to hear and trying to clean it up because neither one of them wants to look bad in the public eye. So, we're hoping that this is the last of the video of this Chris and Queen saga series, 3 years in. Y'all like, comment, subscribe. Tell me what videos I should react to next in the comments. I'm going to react to them. I don't even care if the YouTuber just started yesterday. I'm going to try to do some of those too. Y'all let me know. Like, comment, subscribe. Thanks for watching. I'm out.